All right, guys, today I have 8 essential English phrases that you can use when you have to interrupt somebody in a meeting so that you can join these conversations confidently, politely, without sounding too aggressive. Let's dive in. Okay, getting straight into it, our very first phrase. Can I jump in here for a second? Can I jump in here for a second? This is a very soft phrase, but it's also polite and professional at the same time. It's probably a little less formal. The phrasal verb to jump in is a phrasal verb that we use all the time at work, and it means to interrupt. So you're jumping into the conversation, you're interrupting the conversation. In practice, you could use it like this. For example, can I jump in here for a second? I have a related point. Can I jump in here for a second? I have a related point. Phrase number 2, also a little softer. If I could just add something. If I could just add something. This phrase is also softer and professional at the same time. The words if and just, those really make the sentence more polite. It's more of a suggestion that you're making. If I could just add something, and then say what you want to say. So in practice, you could use it like this. If I could just add something, we saw a similar issue with this last quarter. If I could just add something, we saw a similar issue last quarter. Phrase number 3. Sorry to interrupt. I just want to clarify something. Sorry to interrupt. I just want to clarify something. So this phrase is a really good one to use when you need clarity. Maybe you heard something that you don't think is quite right. Maybe you need to flag something for the group. You need to clarify something before the conversation moves on. In practice, you could say something like, sorry to interrupt. I just want to clarify something. We need sign off from legal first, don't we? Sorry to interrupt. I just want to clarify something. We need sign off from legal first, don't we? Phrase number 4. I just want to come back to, and then complete your sentence with the topic that you want to revisit. I just want to come back to. So this is a good phrase to use when you have to re-enter the conversation. The conversation is moving on, but you want to bring the group back to a previous point. You could also add the phrase before we move on to the beginning of this. That can be really effective too, to get everybody's attention. Before we move on, I just want to come back to. Before we move on, I just want to come back to. So for example, in real life, it may sound something like this. Before we move on, I just want to come back to the budget issue. Before we move on, I just want to come back to the budget issue. Quick time out here, you guys. If you're finding this video helpful, please give me some feedback by hitting the like button. Phrase number 5. And guys, I'm so sorry. I was having an issue with my video here. I get back to my video in the next phrase, but for now, I'm just going to put this phrase and the example up here on the screen. One quick thing before we continue. One quick thing before we continue. So in the real world, you might hear somebody say something like this. One quick thing before we continue. Do we need sign off for management? One quick thing before we continue. Do we need sign off for management? Phrase number 6. Just to build on that. Just to build on that. This phrase is perfect for very smooth interruptions when you want to say something or expand on a point that somebody else has made. In this case, to build on means to extend what someone else was saying. You're building on their point. You're adding to their point. And just to build on that, we've seen similar results in Europe. Just to build on that, we've seen similar results in Europe. Okay, guys, getting to the last 2 phrases that I have for you today. These are good phrases to use when you have to interrupt a little more forcefully. They're still polite, they're still professional, but you have to be a little stronger in how you're interrupting here. So phrase number 7. John, before we go further, and then say what you have to say. John, before we go further. And in these cases, I always think it's best to use the person's name. It's polite, but it's also a great way to get their attention and get them to listen to you. In English-speaking workplaces, it's appropriate to address people by their first names. In this case, we're just using the name John. So in practice, you could say something like this. John, before we go further, I think we might have a misunderstanding about the deadline. John, before we go further, I think we might have a misunderstanding about the deadline. And finally, phrase number 8, also a phrase to use when you have to be a little stronger when you're interrupting somebody. Again, starting with the person's name because it's a good way to get their attention. Sorry, John, can I stop you there? I think this is important. Sorry, John, can I stop you there? I think this is important. This is a good phrase to use when something really needs immediate attention and you really need the person to stop talking so that you can add your point. So in practice, it could sound like, sorry, John, can I stop you there? I think this is important. We really need to think about the client's perspective. Sorry, John, can I stop you there? I think this is important. We really need to think about the client's perspective. All right, guys, that's all I have for you today. I hope you have found this video helpful. Now, knowing how to interrupt politely is really just one piece of sounding confident in your meetings in English. If you want to level up your overall English communication, especially in your online meetings, Zoom calls, Teams calls, make sure you check out this video right here because I have 40 essential phrases that'll make you sound clear, natural, and confident in English. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of you, and I'll see you in this video next.